Well, that was going to be my next question, because there was that real theme message through it that we need to fight against evil. We need to keep pushing back against it. I mean, Donald Trump spoke about it. Danica Kirk spoke about it. Do you think that this is now a turning point, that, the once, quiet Americans are no longer going to sit back? They're going to say, no, enough is enough.
I think time will tell, and only time will tell, but it feels palpable what has happened after this. And I think, for many reasons, just the symbolism, the martyrdom of Charlie, this wholesome, clean-cut, Christian, all-American guy, and you juxtapose that against the way in which he was taken out. And we live in this world of infinite cameras everywhere. People will never unsee what they saw. There's been nothing like that really in history. JFK's assassination is maybe the only other one that was caught on camera, but the footage wasn't released until years later, when the emotional impact isn't as strong. Given the way this went down, it does seem to have sparked something in people, and you see little signals of it with the Jimmy Kimmel episode that happened, and other things as well. And, Stephen Miller, who's a policy guy, what he's been laying out is all of this, on the back of Trump dedicating, or designating, I should say, Antifa as a domestic terror organization. What does that open up in terms of their investigative abilities, in terms of their prosecutorial abilities? Are they going to go and systematically dismantle some of these things, as well as fight back in the culture? I think we're seeing symbols of it and signals of it, and many people, I can say, are really hoping that that is one consequence that comes out of this horrible incident that took place.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I think it's a real moment in history, definitely. I've got to ask you, Kosha, I noticed that Donald Trump sat side by side with Elon Musk. Now, of course, they've had a very bitter public falling out in recent months, but they seemed very chummy again today. Perhaps Charlie Kirk, in his death has brought them back together. What do you think?
I think that's very astute. That picture definitely went viral. And as you said at the top of the segment, Danica, that we need some healing and unity. I think Elon Musk tweeted that photo out, or retweeted it out later with the words "for Charlie." So I think he very explicitly was making a nod to that there is going to be that healing and unity. Somebody was quoting Ben Franklin, who famously said, we must hang together, else we will hang separately, because they do see this as a fight against evil, and a very vicious fight that is yet to continue, respectfully but ferociously. And so it is nice to see if that's an example of two very powerful men who had that bitter falling out, and if they have indeed come back together and are joining hands, that's one positive outcome towards healing and unity.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think it was great to see them back together today. But look, a monumental moment over in Arizona overnight. Kosha, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining me on the show.